That might be worth a note.
Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom, it certainly wasn't this. A glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
That's one way of looking at it. You could also say it's a prime target. The one pocket of light in the gloom.
You're not wrong, though. Best we keep our sojourn here to a minimum.
Her focus is what stays at the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best, but she shows no signs of waking. We can wait. Here. Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
The plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way to I have a gander and what I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climb up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me.
Yeah, you're beyond. Which one?
Yours? The Sharon curse will do things to a man.
The one that's in here?
You're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even who'll want to be seeing you. Oh, if you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Why is it all the way over there, doggo? Are you gonna be a little bitch? Because Tony's in here. Looks like you're gonna be a little bitch.
The patient is physically well, but
Oh,
psychologically
it's on you, Doug.
detached,
It's on you, go.
dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
What's the matter with you?
Lost in the shadows all this time.
Connie's in here.
He must have left some part of himself behind. Something
You
we can use.
your mood. Well, get your butt in here then.
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. If he does, he isn't sane.
Oh, Freya. Freya.
His
Oh.
fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from magic.
Excuse you.
She wants to
Feel so
save
black and red.
to save the
We
city.
are
She doesn't
living
care if
Bitch.
the graduate dies. I wouldn't go that
two
far.
of
Her
us
focus is
safe.
to stop
She went to the bedroom.
and I suspect she's
Premium trinkets and
After I turned
donuts.
her and said, excuse you.
best.
Joe went to the
No
bedroom.
signs of waking.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I give up.
Baldur's Gate.
We're discussing fist business, and you're no fist.
You're an asshole.
Patience. He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketherick throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. I never really told you the story of me and Gortash, did I? Let me set the stage. The year, 10 Air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city, with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Gortash. I respected him so much at the time. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. I never found out what Gortash got in exchange. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us.
Of course I will.
Nice to see a friendly face come out of the shadows for once.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Doodahs.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play Lance Ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Maul. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be...
Tony, will you lay down?
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. Don't I? Indeed. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worm's? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine.
Bugger.
See you soon.
Bugger off.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
No, where'd you go?
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me can make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
You aren't joking. Oh, I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Come on, give me something better than a freaking 6. Thank you.
What I said! That he'd get me and my gang safely to Baldur's Gate. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves Guild. Easy for you to say. You can do what you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect them. Not like we have anyone in charge now. Zed's dead. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
No, what am I gonna do with you, Mole?
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mole's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. True enough.
Would you do me
She'll
a
go
favor?
far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
I'll call you and basically have you log on to Star Wars so it'll update, because there's an update tomorrow.
Okay.
The only reason I gotta call you is because of my authentication code.
Mm.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Let's get on with it.
Come on, open up. Moving in.
I gotta. So I gotta go with that.
Please, I just want to be alone. Really? Fine. Cultists. They rounded us up. I managed to get away. But my love... I've always been good at running. I didn't realize one day our lives would I just wish I could have said goodbye. Not unless you can bring him back, can you? It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. It would mean...
As long as we can put up a fight with them. Good man. Go safely. Gods, what I wouldn't give to be back in the...
Please.
Be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlac.
You perceive inviting hints of...
I assure you it's quite safe. You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? I find that decidedly hard to believe. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Cadric Thorn. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Cadric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. The light is rather dim out here in the Shadowlands. The point remains. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Cadric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Cadric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you.
I'm doing all right. Yourself?
Through the shadows safely.
No, I haven't tried that yet.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
Alright, I'll have to try it.
Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing.
I've been close, but no, I haven't.
Let me guess. Jahira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier.
Nice.
Good luck. And may the Moon Maiden protect you. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
And basically just whatever I feel in the mood for. I play Call of Duty and just other games.
Is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
What the hell?
What, the dogs? Sounds like they're playing on the bed.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future.
Oh, you do stop it.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Enough! What did I just say? You don't want to talk back to me? Right? Right. Come on. Son? Huh? What do you mean can't time pass? He's literally right there. Whatever.
No mercy.
I said it basically just depends on what I'm in the mood for. I play Call of Duties and a bunch of just different games.
Your penance will be paid now.
Rick wants her alive at any cost.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I did miss.
Got to keep fighting.
That sounds cool.
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened? God spare us. Ketherick was planning our demise all along. Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if last light falls, your mission does not change. You
I've tried it
must
a little
find
bit.
Ketherick Thorn. And you must kill him. As impossible as that task sounds, there must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste hidden from... But hark. Something stirs.
It was good, it just seemed a little too hard for me. But I know it's supposed to be a hard game.
It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows. Only by the grace of Isabel's spell will we be spared the same fate. We cannot hesitate. Not even for those we knew. Those we cared for. They're no longer who they were. Still your hearts, and steady your hands. To battle! Poor fucker.
Nice. um I gotta redo all this crap now. Honestly, my favorite game is Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, time to try this again.
Please. Oh. To your very good health.
Nice. Pokemon's pretty good too.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Bottoms up.
I play like Pokemon Go and stuff like that.
It hasn't lost a hint of flavor.
I used to
Still
play
not quite so sure
Pokemon
about
when
flavor.
it was like on
People
Game
tend to
Boy and
use
stuff
more
like
than just
that.
flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
I like.
Look around you.
Basically like almost every fire Pokemon. But if I had to choose, probably Cyndaquil. Or Ninetales, something like that.
Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult, we tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed. General Gather. He was a shot, but he's returned. We met him on the road. He healed. You are that hope. The light is protect. Find out what it. Once Gatherick is without his shield, the sword. Together we assault his tower and put a final end to. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. I promise I will do any cure, whatever magic. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we. You're not our Isabel. She cast the. She's upstairs.
You're
Huge.
Callum.
That's good.
Then make.
What's going on?
Look who made it. Say.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Probably just a few months right now.
My, the Thescan double count.
How's that for Callumsham rules?
You will. What a lovely.
Free.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no. Hell is wherever I take it. But don't you worry about Mo. Besides, and tragedy, my friend.
Lay down.
Well, she. But
Go lay
enough.
down.
Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You all in. See you.
I didn't. The true soul who's going to save. We've been waiting. Free from. It's. Let.
The blessing.
It'll make. But they're up. The cultists.
Saloon.
Good nose. Like a nasty little. Good luck. While you're busy in the tower.
Well, thank you. No, it's just off my controller, honestly, right now.
Marcus.
I've been blessed. You can be too.
Eventually, I'll have something that's professional.
Ketherick himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Pathetic.
The Absolute. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you.
Time to go is.
Alright, let's see if I can beat this stupid fight.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be...
What's it gonna take?
I'm working on it. It's still all new to me, so...
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
the stupid horrors out of here. Yes, get away from me, please.
You ready? 'Cause I am. Your penance will be paid now. General Ketherick wants her alive at any cost.
Watch this!
I speak, they burn.
May the gods take you first.
That would be nice.
The general will freeze if you go quiet.
Hail for the ages.
No, I don't at the moment.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine. Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketherick will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
I mean, I have a Discord, I just don't have anything for, like, streaming or anything.
I can as now that we have you. I hope I won't have no mercy for Catherine.
Maybe we should ask someone else. Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance. But it's our job to bring Mole back. Look at her. She's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us. Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Yeah, I'll bring her back.
That might be worth a look.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on
His original writ.
He must. We believe the cultists have taken merciful time. I trust you will do. The council. I'll request.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
This Lord. I'll do my. Farewell.
Oh, pragmatism.
Zagortash is. I never. The year I was a kid through. She put. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Oh, the city. Baldur's Gate.
Aren't we all? Not as long as we can put up a fight with them. Good man.
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Missouri?
So once I get the computer the way I want, it'll be pretty good. So.
You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. I'd start caring. And quick, sunshine. Ahem. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse abeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick glob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Yeah.
Oh, and what condition is that?
I have it on both, but my computer just can't handle it right now.
Increasing panic.
What are you doing?
A doubtful Will catches his breath, but says nothing, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
I mean, I like it on the PS5, but I prefer being able to press the buttons instead of the scroll. You know what I mean? Ooh, not a 2. Cool. There we go. That's more like it.
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine.
Right.
I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favour only upon soul bearers' fulfilment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
If I didn't like Will, I would just let you rat Mazora.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zarya? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a Lemur than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
Poor girl. What do you want to stare at?
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path.
You're the only one who feels it.
Trails blood. Killing is an instinct for us. I respect you for that. I would keep the murders in our own camp to a minimum, but otherwise, we're very much on the same page. We both want to survive. But why merely survive when you can thrive? Just think, how many others are walking around infected?
I never understand why people like him so much.
Thousands. And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield. I mean, I assume there's some device controlling these things, so we find that. Murder some people and, Look, I'm not a details person, all right? But turning up and causing chaos has worked for us so far. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity before us. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe and enjoy a little world domination on the side. You can't tell me that doesn't sound fun. A pity. I thought you had more ambition than that. Still, we're not there yet. Maybe you'll see the light. Yet.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Not just rot. I'd have to fight. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, since your friend's request, the name should be Cyberin.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked Father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
All right. Time to continue. It's a bright light.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the grove. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing.
The hurt runs deeper than he's willing to show you.
The voice of the Absolute is stronger this time. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jahira to come up with one.
I don't.
I do.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you. If now's a good time. No. The opposite. I feel like I can share this with you. I've never felt that way before. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection.